Hello and welcome to your next writing lab. As far as writing for persuasion, this is another reason that you might actually have to write in your life. Like I said at the beginning of the year, I'm only going to provide you writing assignments that I think will be valuable to you, ones that you might actually use. Um, if you ever intend to buy a house in your life, there's a strong possibility that you have to write something like this. And so I want you to kind of be thinking about persuasion in this way. And how are you going to get in this case, the sellers of a home to sell the home to you in a case where there are maybe multiple offers on a home? This is a offer letter that my wife and I actually wrote um, to try to help persuade these sellers to sell their house to us as opposed to the other person, whoever made the offer. And in the case of this particular letter, it worked. We did get the home that we wrote this letter for. And so we'll kind of talk about what I expect with this assignment, and then I'll kind of go through the sample, which is in fact the real letter that we wrote. So your description is that may come a time in your life when you want to buy a house. You put in an offer only to learn that someone else has as well. Your offers are similar, and your realtor suggests that you write an offer letter to persuade the sellers to sell the house to you. And so your expectations are to consider the ways that you would benefit from owning this home. Pull at their heartstrings. Ideas might include, writing about that it's your first home, maybe, that it fits your lifestyle, that there's a proximity to work and or school, and this is one thing that we really did, that you really love some of the custom work that they did inside the home. Make sure to write in intro, body, conclusion format. This means that you introduce yourself and list 2 or 3 reasons that you'd want to buy the home. Then go into detail about those 2 to 3 reasons. And finally, recap your reasons and finish with a strong emotional statement that makes them want to sell the home to you. Also, be sure to use and identify the 4 types of sentences. We've got our simple, compound, complex, and compound complex. You'll see that I did that over here in my sample. When you are done, share it with me on Google Drive, written with the best grammar you know how. Again, not going to necessarily grade you on that grammar yet. That'll come with actually our next writing assignment. But today I want to just sort of see that you are identifying and using these different types of sentences correctly. So here is my sample letter. Again, the one that we actually wrote. So we said, hello, my name is Michelle and my husband is Nate. So we have a complete sentence and a complete sentence joined together by a coordinating conjunction and a comma, fanboy. And so you have your compound sentence. I would like to thank you for considering our offer on your family's home. That's just your basic complete thought, simple sentence. We've been married for 8 months and are looking to purchase our first home. We have seen many homes since we started looking, and this house was what we have been dreaming of, a rambler in a safe neighborhood close to a park that has a fenced-in yard. So we have our dependent clause sort of signifier word or subordinating conjunction, since we started looking. Again, you couldn't say since we started looking as a complete sentence because it's not. It needs an independent clause to help make sense. And so we know that we have a complex that makes it complex. And since we have seen many homes, and we have our coordinating conjunction and our comma, combined with this part of the sentence here, we have everything that's needed for a compound complex sentence. We have an independent clause, a dependent clause, and another full independent clause. We have a dog who would love the space your yard offers. Because we are planning to start a family, we could see our kids loving the short distance to the park. Signifier word here, because, with a comma. So you have a dependent clause. Oops. See if I can keep that there. Dependent clause and independent clause. Therefore, a complex sentence. What we like most about your home is the basement. It is big enough for us to have family come and be entertained. Now you should know that they did some work in the basement to sort of make it nicer. They redid some of the trim and some of the door frames, and they know that, and that's why we kind of said that. Um, we also really like the kitchen, another place where the previous owners did some custom work. It creates a warm feel and is a place where we'd spend a lot of time. Thank you again for considering our offer, and we hope you find it acceptable. Michelle and Nate. So we kind of, talked about the custom work that was done inside the home. Like I said, the basement and the kitchen. Um, Maybe for you in your imaginary home that you're writing an offer letter about, um, there's a really big garage or a really big yard, or a great room that could be a theater for you, where you can hook up your electronics, your technology, your gaming, or your movie watching, or whatever it is that you enjoy. um, you know Maybe there's a nice playground in the backyard, kind of like in the case of my house. You kind of are making this up as you go, but you're trying to make it somewhat realistic. Um, we didn't really talk about proximity to work or school. However, that was something we could have talked about. I'm very, very close to where my oldest son, who's only 2, but will eventually go to school. Um, how it fits your lifestyle? Well, my lifestyle is such that I have young kids and I have a dog. And so being close to a park, um, and having a nice yard was part of one of the lifestyle things that we talked about. Uh, and the fact that it was our first home, sort of paired with the fact that we knew that they had a young family, and they started their family in that home. We wanted to try to pull at those heartstrings, in that, we wanted them to think, well, we started our first family here. We'd like to pass those memories along to somebody else. And so that's kind of, we told them that we were planning on starting our family, which of course we have. And so really using those persuasive techniques makes a difference. And like I said, this might seem a little bit far off, and you are having to do a bit of pretending, in that you might not know, what you want in your first home, but you can kind of make it up as you go. But just working on those persuasive techniques is important, because this is a style or a reason for writing that you may eventually have to actually use. And so, with that, I think that is all I have for you. Ciao for now.